Hello, this is Pete Thomas from Season 2 of NBC's The Biggest Loser. And we're here with our weekly video update. We're celebrating week number 6. And that's right, we're actually celebrating the 100th episode of The Biggest Loser. That's right, it's been on for 100 episodes. Over 15,000 pounds have been lost on this show. And I'll contribute my 185 pounds to that cause. But did you know that originally NBC was looking for an answer to ABC's Extreme Makeover? You remember Extreme Makeover. It was actually a plastic surgery type show where regular folks, ugly ducklings, were turned into these beautiful stars through plastic surgery. NBC wanted an answer to that. And the producers actually came back and said, instead of a makeover show based on plastic surgery, how about a makeover show based on diet and exercise? And I'm sure glad they did, because that would have been a lot of cutting to cut all of this off, So anyway, 100 episodes. And here's another fact for you. Did you know? You probably do know that reality television is relatively affordable, or cheap, as they say in Hollywood terms, to produce. It still costs $800,000 per hour to produce this show. That's amazing. They really could throw a few more $100,000 toward the contestants. But anyway, it's just a great show. So you also need to understand that each show and each season kind of has a theme to it. And this season absolutely has been about teammates. It's been all about teammates. So in honor of that, I'm wearing the shirt that was given to me by my teammate, Dr. Jeffrey Levine. He was my ace. He was my buddy. I called him my brother from another mother on the show. And so he bought this for me, and I want to wish him a happy birthday on today. But again, back to this season. Sorry about that. Back to this season, we really see that Mike and his dad, Ron, are highlighted all through the week. You see, Ron has gone through all types of struggles with his weight loss, and his son is the youngest competitor ever on the show. And so it's about those two, and can they gel? Can they stay above the yellow line this week? We'll see, because the show starts off with a challenge, a pop challenge. And the winner of the challenge actually gets to have a spouse or a special loved one come and spend time with them at the ranch. And it's a balancing challenge. And soon as I find out it's a balancing challenge, I'm like, okay, this is going to be real quick. It's going to be a real quick challenge. Some of the challenges take hours. This, I know, is going to be real quick. Because from personal experience, when you're having to balance, it's difficult enough. But then you got all of that weight and it's moving around. You just can't balance Jell-O too well. And so sure enough, it's a quick challenge. And some of the contestants actually bow out to allow Mandy to see her husband. And as a special twist, they send her kids home with her to the ranch as well to see her. And so it's just a great reunion. And then we go from there, we go to the actual challenge, where again the prize is immunity, which is always good for 2 extra weeks of life there on the ranch. And it's an actual endurance challenge. You've got to hold a beam above your head. You and your teammate are holding beams above your head for as long as humanly possible. And this goes on late into the night, and it's cold, and you can even see Allison out there getting cold. At one point, almost during the commercial, you see her trying to jog to warm up. But it's a great challenge, and you see the competitive nature of some of these ladies. It's just awesome, because it comes down to 2 teams of ladies, the green team and the purple team. And we see Kristen and Kathy holding out against Tara and her teammate. And in the end, Kristen will not give up. She says she's going to stay there until the morning if necessary. And she really pulls her team through. Sure enough, they win. Bob is so psyched that they won. And so it was a great win by them. And then we've got to go to, of course, the last chance workout, where Bob decides that he's going to put Mike over with the blue team. Now, you need to understand that every season on the show, there's some competitors that are just at another level compared to everybody else when it comes to workout. And for Bob's team, that blue team of his, that blue team, they're just awesome. They're just powerful, powerful guys. And so he decides to put Mike over there with him to challenge Mike. And Mike begins to break down, because the workouts are very, 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 very difficult. But he talks to Mike and pulls him through. And of course, Jillian has to deal with things on her team. She tries to work her team out for an entire day, which I just love. It's just, whoo, 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 whoo. I'm sorry. I love the inflicting of pain to create that type of benefit. And so we see that Jillian goes through the normal stuff, and then comes the weigh-in. First off, Michigan is safe. Yes, yes. The Michigan teams are safe, and we're glad about it. But in the end, the black team with Blaine and Dane fall below the yellow line. And we see Bob do some coaching. He actually wants them to vote Dane off. And we understand from other footage that Dane is really, he's the horse behind that team. He's the beast. He's pushing everybody on Jillian's team to work out even harder, so they kind of look to him. But Blaine makes an impassioned plea to send him home, send himself home, because he wants to see his family and his newborn child, and he believed that he can carry on the work at home. And so sure enough, at the weigh-in, although we had quite a bit of talking, quite a bit of discussion about who they're going to send on home, in the end, they do send Blaine home. And we see him, he's lost 86 pounds, which is just dynamite. He's got to pick it up, though, because our girl Carla back in Detroit, she was on the Today Show, and she's down 105. And so he's got to pick it up. He's got to keep doing hard work to pick it up. And then some other things for you, just to let you know. NBC is casting. They're casting right here in Michigan. They're casting all around the country. So check out the blog here. We're going to have some tips up for you. And also next week, check out the show next week, because the gym is going to be taken away. So these competitors have got to work out hard without a gym. Look for low numbers next week. So listen, I appreciate you guys watching, checking us out here at the Going Gonzo blog, checking us out at mlive.com. Check out winningman.com. We'll throw some tips up there related to the casting, and we're trying to get an interview later today with Blaine. So check back soon, and remember, there's a winner within you.